Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today in this video we will have some of the output based questions of JavaScript which will be based on my previous video, that is JavaScript variables. So as you can see in my previous video, I have covered JavaScript variables, that is let, var and const, and there I have explained about the scope, redeclaration and reassignment. So these questions will be based on those concepts. So these are just to check your knowledge of let, var and const. So if you know about JavaScript variables, let, var and const, then only you can solve these questions. Otherwise, you first need to watch that video to have some knowledge of that. Then only you can solve this. So this type of question will help you for your interviews as well as for your technical rounds. And it's always better to practice in order to understand these things, right? So here we have the question. You need to guess the output. So do one thing, just pause the video and try to guess the output of this. So the output of this will be simply A will be 10 and these two will give an error, that is reference error. So why this output? So as you know that var is function scoped and let and const are block scope. So now I'm not going to explain you about the function scope and block scope as I've already covered this in my previous video. So as you know that var is function scope and let and const are block scope, it means as we have declared this var is equal to 10 and it is inside the if block. So as var is a function scope, okay, it means it is not inside the function. So it will also be visible here outside the if block. So we have a is equal to 10, but for let and const, these are block scope. It means this block can be any block, if else block, for loop, while loop, do while. It means any kind of block. So as these are inside the if block, so the output is simply reference error. It means outside this if block, this let and const b and c value are not visible. It means we cannot access this. And don't worry about this condition, that is if this true, it means this condition will always be valued to true and the inside statement will always be executed. So this condition is just to show you the behavior of block and function scope. So let me show you. So see, it gave 10 and it says b is not defined, and the same will be for the c. It means, let's say instead of let, we replace the let with var. So now it will say that c is not defined. So see, now it says c is not defined. So now let's move on to our next question. So first, pause the video and try to guess the output of this. So I hope you got the output right this time also. So it will be simply 10 and simply 5. So why 10 and 5? So as we know that let and const are block scope, where we have a if block and inside the if block we have let x is equal to 10 and there only inside the block we are accessing the value of x. So no issues, it gave 10. Then here we have again console.log x, it means again we are trying to access the x value. So now this time this x value will be referred to this 5, as this is inside the function block and inside the function block only we are trying to access the value. So simply 10 for if block and this 5 for function block. So let's check. So see 10 and 5. So here we have our next question. So guess the output for this. So the output of this will be simply, and this question is based on the concept of reassignment of variables. So here we have declared a, b and c with var, let and const, and then again we reassign the values to a, b and c. So the output will be simply 40, 50, and then for C, it will be type error. So why this output? As we have this where and let, and with these two we can reassign the values, but with this const keyword we cannot reassign. So for these two we got the output as 40 and 50, and for const we got the error, that is type error. So let's check. So see, it says type error, assignment to constant variable. So now let's move on to our last question, and this is based on the concept of variable redeclaration. So just try to guess the output for this as well. So I hope you got the output right. So it will be simply 300 and then syntax error. So why this output? As we have var x is equal to 100, and here we are redeclaring it. So as we know that with var keyword we can have redeclaration of variables, so no issues for this var. So it gave 300, but for this let we cannot redeclare the values, so that's why it gave syntax error. So let's check for this as well. So see, here only it is giving error. So see, it says syntax error, identifier y has already been declared. And I also have a homework question for you as well. So you all try to solve this question on your own. Don't try to take any help from anyone, or maybe from ChatGPT, the famous AI. And if you get this right, just comment your answers. So let's see how many of you will get this right. So yes, that's it for this video. Hope now you have got a good idea of how to solve questions on let, var and const, and you know function and block scope as well. So see you all in the next one. Till then, take care.